A sea of blue at St. Ambrose in Brunswick again today as friends and family say goodbye to the third teen killed in a crash last weekend. Good evening. I'm Danita Harris.
And I'm Lee Jordan. The funeral for Lexi Perner was held this morning. News Channel 5's Bob Jones is live tonight with more on the emotional services and how the community continues to remember the victims, Bob.
Well, Lee, we are live in Medina tonight at Cornerstone Chapel, where the calling hours are taking place for 18-year-old Kevin Fox. He was the fourth Brunswick high school student who was killed in a car crash last Sunday. Earlier today, friends and family paid tribute, paid respects to his girlfriend, Lexi. With heavy hearts, hundreds of family, friends, and classmates came to say goodbye to 16-year-old Lexi Perner. Some arrived in school buses with blue ribbons on them, and many wore the Brunswick blue. But everyone remembered the kind girl with the brilliant smile.
She's just a gorgeous girl. She was always so friendly and so nice. I've never seen her or heard of her being mean to any single person ever.
A priest at St. Ambrose Catholic Church talked of Lexi's love for adventure. She had a passion for snowboarding and dancing, and she was involved with a club that gave presents to families in need over the holidays.
And while Lexi was physically beautiful, as her family and so many of her friends have written in all these notes, her real beauty was what was deep in her heart.
For some at the service, it marked their third funeral at the same church in 2 days. Lexi's final resting place, Resurrection Cemetery in Valley City. The same cemetery where her friends, Jeff Chea and Blake Barczyk, were laid to rest on Thursday. The tremendous grief is exhausting.
I don't want to bury anymore. It's unbearable to even think about having to bury two more friends.
Lexi's boyfriend, Kevin Fox, who had worked up the courage to ask Lexi to the Brunswick prom, also died from the car crash. Lexi's sister found some comfort knowing they're together.
Knowing that they passed away together is a big relief, and everything happens for a reason, so I'm glad they're all together.
And I know Kevin and Lexi will be together forever, and they're in a better place, and I know they're always watching over us.
A couple of friends and Brunswick high school students commented today that all of this just doesn't seem real as they go from calling hours to funerals all week long. In the meantime, friends and family gathering right here in Medina to remember Kevin Fox, a young man who saved other lives by choosing to be an organ donor. Lee.
All right, Bob, thanks very much. And as Bob mentioned, calling hours for Kevin Fox are taking place right now at Cornerstone Chapel in Medina. That will continue until 8 o'clock tonight. His funeral is tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock at the church. Kevin will be the last of the teens to be laid to rest.